They've been keeping a somewhat low profile for a while, but now former President Joe Biden and former Vice President Kamala Harris are back in the spotlight, folks, with harsh words for their successors. And in the case of former Vice President Kamala Harris, even an upcoming new book. Newsmax chief Washington correspondent James Rosen has the clips from last night's appearances from both of them. Good afternoon, James.
Bianca, good afternoon to you. Everything you missed or didn't about the last president and vice president of the United States was on full display last night. For former President Biden, the venue was the 100th annual gathering of the American Bar Association, a black tie event held in Chicago. There, the former president, his speech still hoarse as he battles prostate cancer that is said to have spread to his bones, warned the audience that these are, quote, dark days for the rule of law in America.
I think a lot of Americans are starting to realize that under the pressure we're under now with this guy we have as president. Oh, get ready, folks. This is just starting. We need to face the hard truth of this administration. It has been to ease all the gains we've made in my administration, to erase history rather than make it, to erase fairness, equality, to erase justice itself.
On the recently canceled Late Show with Stephen Colbert, former Vice President Kamala Harris promoted her new memoir of last year's failed presidential campaign entitled 107 Days, a reference to her truncated tenure as the Democratic nominee after evidence of decline forced Mr. Biden to withdraw. Ms. Harris announced this week she won't seek the governorship of California and told Colbert it wasn't because she's saving herself for another campaign, but because the system, she says, is, quote, broken.
You know, I believe, and I always believed, that as fragile as our democracy is, our systems would be strong enough to defend our most fundamental principles. And I think right now that they're not as strong as they need to be, and I just don't want to, for now, I don't want to go back in the system. I want to travel the country. I want to listen to people. I want to talk with people. And I don't want it to be transactional where I'm asking for their vote.
Simon & Schuster, the publisher of 107 Days, has not made any advance excerpts available to the news media. However, in a video message that she released yesterday, the former vice president referred to hers as the shortest presidential campaign in history and said that she wrote this book after candid reflection as a firsthand eyewitness account of that journey. Bianca.
What a journey for her and our nation, of course, ending with President Trump back in the Oval. Thanks, James. Great to have you with us.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.